This movie wasn't that good, in my opinion. It has a pretty solid cast. You got Devon Sawa, who was in Final Destination and Chucky, and a few other things that I haven't seen. And probably some things that I have seen, but not in years, because he was a pretty popular actor in the early 2000s and 90s, late 90s anyway. Then the actor for Invisible Woman is in here, who played Invisible Woman in the duology with Fantastic Four 1 and Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Seth Green is in here. And the dude that played Foggy Nelson in all 3 seasons of the Daredevil show is in here. I do have one small problem that pertains to the plot of the movie first, but there are bigger problems I have later. And that is the fact that they never say why his hand is possessed. In this movie, his hand is possessed and he's killing people. But they even have like this big scene in the movie. He has nothing to do with like satanic shit. He knows nothing about the devil or demons. He literally thinks that metal music pertains to the fucking devil. Which is just some dumb stereotype that is actually still around to this day. So he has like no knowledge. Why is his hand possessed of all people if he hasn't really done anything wrong? They never explain that. He is 19. The actual person is 19. Probably about 20 by the time they finish filming. His love interest in the movie is 17. In real life. She's 17. And that wouldn't be a problem if it was just, the typical boy has a crush on girl and then that's it for the movie. But they actually use sexual stuff in the movie. Like she comes to the door in just a bathrobe. There's even a scene where he sexually assaults her, which isn't his fault. It's like the possessed hand that he can't control, like grabs her ass. But she's like into it. It's fucking weird. And then, of course, near the end of the movie, she has like a dress on and he accidentally rips it off trying to free her. After he accidentally rips it off, he just stops trying to free her. Because now they have her half naked. And then he kisses her once he does get her free and has his hand very close to her ass. It's very comfortable knowing that she's underage. There's just like way too much shit. And then she doesn't have that much personality in the movie. It's nothing against the actor. It's what they did with the character. So she's literally just a sex object in the movie when she's not even old enough to be having sex with the character that she's interested in. And not to mention the casual homophobia in this movie, which I did not expect, where one of the characters that gets with the girl, even though he's kind of rapey too, like he looks around before he does CPR, like he's about to do something bad. And I was like, oh fuck, is that where this movie is going? But luckily it wasn't. He just gave her CPR. But there was literally no reason. He like looks to his left, looks to his right to make sure no one's watching him. And then he does CPR. It's very weird. And then near the end of the movie, I guess the girl's into him now. And she talks about having sex with him. And then she leaves. Well, he also uses the F slur during the scene where Devon Sawa's character wants to figure out why his hand is possessed. He calls Mozart the F slur. And then later in the movie when he's on the couch, I don't remember if it was Foggy Nelson or Seth Green, but one of them's like, no offense, but you're a queer. Or no, like, don't take this the wrong way. Like, how else are you supposed to take it? It's odd, to say the least. And then there's one scene that definitely could have been prevented. He puts the hand in the microwave, warms it up for like 20 seconds, like he's fucking warming up like a small portion of leftovers. Like, this is an evil demonic hand that made him kill his parents. And he's like, oh yeah, 20 seconds is enough. No, put that bitch in there for 15 minutes. Like, okay, that's so dumb. So, of course, his little dumb friends get hungry and have the munchies because they're stoners. So, they open the microwave and it gets out. There's also another thing I had a problem with, is he buries his friends in his backyard. They end up coming to life. And I guess it's because they chose not to go in the light. So I guess his parents did. So they kind of explained it, but it was kind of weird. It took me a while to figure that out. But at least they gave it a somewhat explanation for that. But yeah, it really wasn't that good. I watched it on Tubi TV last month, and I'm just now reviewing it. And yeah, that's about it.